Guys, so I'm starting on an old twist out that I actually French braided overnight and then just used a cool blow dryer to stretch it out. I'm going to go ahead and separate the front section. I already did the knots in the back, that way I can work from the middle of my head to the front. So initially I was supposed to do 3 sections there, and I actually ended up changing it to 2. Come to find out that I did regret that. I should have kept them smaller, but I went ahead and did 2 sections. So you're just going to apply a little bit of product, not too much because you don't want the hair to revert, and begin to twist the knot away from your face. That I started towards the middle of my hair. You don't really need to start at the roots because it will tighten as you continue to twist. And then as you're twisting, you're going to wrap the knot around. I know that I didn't show it that well here, but I'll show it to you again. You're going to go ahead and secure that with a pin. Some of the knots actually stayed up by themselves, but for the most part, I need to secure it with a pin. Okay, so now into the front section. I'm doing the same thing, applying the product, twisting away from my face. I'm just going to wrap it around and continue to twist and tuck my ends underneath with a pin. Once all your knots are in, I'm going to go ahead and show you that I put a plastic cap over my head and then my bonnet on top of that and a hat, and this allowed my scalp to kind of sweat to create some moisture to set in the twist, being that I am doing it on dry hair. I know that I'm not supposed to be using heat on my hair, but I wanted to be honest with you guys. I did go under the dryer for about 10 minutes just because I was a little nervous that I made my scalp a little too damp, but other than that, I use no heat for this style. Okay guys, so I have already taken out the back ones, and so far we're looking okay. I can tell you that I knew that some ends I could have tucked in a little bit better than I did. And if I do this style again, I will probably do them smaller. That's my tip to you. Unless you want really big loose curls, do them smaller. So let me just show you the takedown method. So what you're going to do, once you take the bobby pin out, let me just push this one back. You are going to want to rotate it forward on the face. So you're just going to kind of cork it out. And once it starts to come down by itself, then you can kind of go around it and stretch out the twist all the way to the bottom. Don't run your fingers through it until it stays facing down. So I think this is probably the size that I'll go with next time for all of them. I think that's more along the lines of what I want. Okay guys, so I separated some of the back, and like I said, I noticed what areas were going to be frizzy on my ends just because I didn't tuck them that well, but so far we're okay. I definitely, okay, for the takedown, after you've coiled it, just twist it in the opposite direction until it stretches out. And this is when I really get all of my oil in there, because oil is really going to help minimize the frizz, and then you can go ahead, once it's completely unraveled, find where it naturally... Sorry guys, the sound was acting up, but what I was basically saying is just make sure you separate it at the point that it wants to separate. Don't force it because that'll create frizz. And then I also like to just wrap my finger around a point to kind of define the curl a little bit more once I separate it. I know what I did wrong, but I'm pretty happy with it considering that it wasn't wet. I didn't have to use heat other than that quick second I went in the dryer. And yeah, I did have to sleep in them. So If you guys want to see another Bantu knot style or a second attempt, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week in my next video.